Welcome to Storytime at the Roo Bus, and here we are at Wednesday night at Bonnaroo.
But Bonnaroo! All right. I'm Daniel.
I'm Jamie.
I'm Evan.
I'm Charlotte.
And yes, it is day 0. It was negative one. I think it's 0. Yesterday was -1. We can say.
-2.
Can we say tomorrow's day 1?
It depends how you count.
Yeah.
So does it count when the Bonnaroo opens or when Outeroo opens?
It depends how you feel about it.
I'm going to say day 2.
Yeah. Well, for us, I'm going to say it's 0. I'm going to go by Bonnaroo opening. This all feels like a big pregame still, like all these parties out in the campgrounds and everything. We threw one down
So
today.
on day -1, let's establish that.
Okay, yeah.
And then tomorrow is day 1.
Yes.
It's
Thank you, Evan Bonnaroo.
Day a bunch of stuff because I already lost a bunch of shit. So
What did you lose?
I lost the stickers.
What stickers?
The totem, like I lost. No, not them.
Well, that's okay. You thought you
I
lost
lost
your
my
pins.
B. Arthur stickers.
No. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, Charlotte. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go around the horn here. I want to hear your highlights of day 0, -1, 1, whatever it is. Evan, let's start with you.
Just in general, having organization is
Right?
has been a little organization goes a long way. Is something I've learned on a macro and micro level. Even just having I brought hangers just to hang my shirts up on.
I didn't know
my
that.
tent. And instead of digging through my backseat of my car for 6 days,
That's a pretty good idea.
and I know what's clean and what's not. I think that's the theme of
You've
this year.
been very organized with so many things, and I've got to brag on you and give you props because, you have been instrumental in making sure that this whole group camp that we're doing is working.
Also, having majority women around is very helpful.
You just earned some points.
Amen.
Good job.
If you have too many dudes, it gets shitty real fast.
You're not wrong. You're totally not wrong.
That's the truth.
JB, bring it in here. What's been the highlight for you so far?
Oh man, everything.
Aw.
Really, it's hard to choose just one thing. Really, just coming in, y'all, everyone greeting me and helping me out, getting set up was just huge. Really being next to Chloe and Charms has been fantastic. We've kind of combined our camp into one camp. They have their hangout area. We each have our sides that we sleep on.
Yeah.
And really, we've just been talking, chatting almost the whole time. So that's been really fun.
I talked about this in weeks past. That was going to be something I was really focusing on is just hanging out with everybody. And you have been everywhere with everybody.
I definitely need to hang out with a lot more people. But I've been hanging out with, I know we went walking yesterday just around all of
Oh, yeah, you had a blast just
Yeah.
taking a lap around. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun. And then we went, and I know Charlotte was with us on that for part of it. We just went through the RV campgrounds.
JB saw some boobies.
Yeah, I did.
You did? I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Yeah, we just saw some boobies. And then there was also, I'm forgetting at this point, but the
He's
sheriff
thinking
shows...
about them boobies.
I am. The boobies are distracting me.
Make a man out of you yet. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think just hanging out with everyone in the campground and at the monkey bar has been fun. And then also just the show that everyone, that Maddie and Andrew have put on was fantastic.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We need to get them on here later
Right.
because they just did such a good
They
job.
killed it.
I've been joking. I was like, A++ party would go again. They did fantastic, dude. Charlotte, what about you? What's been the highlight for you?
Jason from Cherub played today at the Wednesday party. Jason from Cherub was the quote-unquote secret
Everybody
headliner.
knew
Yeah,
the secret.
but oh my god, that was freaking amazing. Wanda opened, today for us, and just Wanda
was
came in
wonderful.
place, and she
Yes.
was just freaking amazing. I now have one of the things when you go to a lot of concerts, you collect the set list, whatever. Now I have a Wanda set list.
Yeah.
So we hung it up because Wanda's going places, obviously.
Oh, yeah, we know.
But,
It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, clearly. But Jason from Cherub just brought it in, at the end there. But all the bands, I sat over there for a long time, and all the bands were really good. Mono Means One.
Oh,
So
my
they
gosh,
were
that was incredible.
So good.
Yeah.
That's really my type of music, that kind of indie rock type of stuff. So Mono Means One, they were so good.
I don't even know what to compare them to.
Right, they were really good.
never heard anything
so
like
check
that.
them out. If you like that kind of indie rock type of style, that kind of early 2000s kind of rock.
Yeah.
So I really, really like them a lot. Definitely.
I mean, you guys said it already. Like, Mono Means One and Cherub was such a good time. But
I really like.
Go ahead, JB.
I was gonna say I really liked Gas Hounds. They did a set last night as well.
Yeah.
That was very generous.
That was really cool. It was really cool to see that they didn't have to do that. That's just saying, hey, we want to do this early, and so they kind of
really appreciate.
We really appreciate, and like really, they sounded incredible too.
I still want to keep bragging on Jason. I mean, Cherub is basically like one of Bonnaroo's house bands at this point. And the reason for that is he's one of these artists that just get it. He's not one of these bands that just shows up for the hour set and then they're gone to the next town or whatever. Like, no, he's camping here the whole time. He's looking for other stuff to get into. He gets it, man. He's been going for like close to 20 years.
And we did award Bonnaroo Band of the Year to Chloe. You know her as Shit I Eat at Festivals or Festy Food. And just amazing person.
And she deserves
I have
it.
a super secret visitor.
Come on
Yes.
in. Hey,
Speaking of the devil,
we were just talking about you. That's crazy.
Guys, sit down. We were actually recording the beginning part of the podcast.
And you came at the right time.
We
We were-
literally just mentioned you.
Yeah.
We
We were talking about Bonnaroo Band of the Year.
Yeah.
Chloe.
I kind of want to put you on the spot. We talked about this with a lot of people, and we kind of trolled you a little bit like we did Pondo last year. And I want to tell you the reason that so many of us decided on that is because, like, you have been in everybody's corner and supporting everyone for like the better part of like 3 years, and I feel like that is the main thing that makes somebody like radiating positivity. And all of us are better people for all of your hype woman stuff and everything,
Right.
you know. So like we felt like you deserve to know that we love you.
Aw, I love you guys. That was so nice. I think I'm only good because I know people like you guys.
Well,
No.
Like,
where's
we
my
just-
Uno card?
no, you.
We all just get to be reflective of each other, and it's awesome. That was cool.
We
Yeah.
tricked her and made her think it was someone else.
It was so sneaky.
Yeah.
I was
Sammy
like,
was in on the joke.
oh my god. I was like looking around. I'm like, where's Sammy?
While we got you on, I wanted to get your opinion on something because I already asked you about this today. I feel like you are the utmost expert in our area for Riot Fest, and their lineup dropped today. What are your feelings on that?
It's really interesting. The lineup itself is really good. They've got a really good mix of like legacy acts. Like, God, who's going to be there?
Slayer.
Slayer's
Beck.
going to be there.
Beck.
Beck is going to be really good. Rob Zombie's back. He's always fun when he's there. They've got newer stuff like Beach Bunny is going to be there. Just like newer, fresher
Oh, that's
names.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's played several times before. The lineup is good, but the location change is so different. Like, it used to be like in downtown Chicago, and they moved it out to the suburbs, which is like fine. But now it's at like a stadium.
Oh,
So
I
it's
didn't
just
know
like
that.
a very different vibe. And like Riot Fest has always been so like hyper local, like Chicago. It's always been in town, so this feels like such a shift. The lineup's great, but like they're offering refunds for people that have already bought tickets
Because of the location
because
change?
of the location change.
Oh, well, that was nice of them to do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
They've always been really good about that kind of stuff.
you're gonna have to report back and let us know what you think
Yeah.
about the new spot.
We actually don't know if we'll go this year.
We're recording in the bus, and like people keep coming and going. It's okay.
Is Brooklyn in there?
No, she's at the Monkey Bar, I think.
No, she's not. No, they sent her away. I promised her some chill pills.
Oh, nice.
Cool, yeah, we'll
Want to
see
get those to
her.
her?
Oh, yeah, we will.
Yeah,
Thank
we sure
you.
will. Thank you.
All right, welcome.
You know what? I'm gonna leave this in. I'm not gonna edit this.
This is the chaos.
No, it is the chaos. I mean, that's part of the thing of like doing one of these. Like, I'm so happy that we have another friend. Now, I want to keep a
Sad,
joke.
yeah.
I want to keep a joke going that me and you started 2 years ago. We have a visitor from Texas here today.
from Arlen, Texas,
Sir,
yeah.
I believe this is your second visit to this festival. How are things going for you?
Well, I just pulled in about 6 p.m. and I've seen a lot of hippies and yuppies, and I'll tell you what, I'd never seen this back with the Order of the Straight era. All these lefty hootenannies. Would it kill a tree if she wore a bra?
Okay, spoiler, if you remember from 2 years ago, this is Zach from Chattanooga.
What's going on, everybody?
I'm so happy
Brought
you're
that
here,
barbecue,
dude.
right?
Barbecue. You got some Chattanooga barbecue up in here? Choco didn't bring me that.
It's a Texas barbecue.
Yeah, dude. How's it been going for you?
I'm good. I pulled in like not too long ago. I'm in Bonnaroo this year.
That's cool.
And we got the perfect area. We're like in the evening, it's shaded,
Nice.
like by a tree, like a big
cool.
tree. and it just feels so
Applause
luxurious.
for Shade.
Yeah.
It feels so luxurious. I feel spoiled, you know. It's first time I'm doing solo-roo, and I got 3 of my neighbors out there, and they're probably the ones who are talking a little loud. But I introduced,
That's rude, dude.
Yeah, I just I told them that, you know, I know you guys, I know a majority of the people here, and I wanted to bring them over here and just introduce everybody. And everything.
Oh yeah, support a little bit, not the whole thing.
Yeah, they're real good people, and I'm really glad to be here because, you know, I almost didn't think I was going to be able to come.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, and yeah, I said to myself, I'm like, I'm coming. You know, I mean, I can't see myself not at Roo.
Exactly.
I've been coming here since 2012. And not including the 2 years that, you know, they were canceled.
Right.
This is my 10th Roo. So, you know, I am...
You have become a wizard around here, sir.
I am.
Right.
I might have something in store for Saturday in that case. So.
Even
okay.
breadcrumbs for us, okay?
Yeah.
Who are you most looking forward to this weekend?
So I'm looking forward to Gore tomorrow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to
JB's gonna
Gore.
go back with you. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Red Hot Chili Peppers because I've missed them every single year that they've been here, 2012 and 2017.
Wow.
And I'm not going to miss them this year, you know.
And Shantae's back.
Yes.
Good
Yes.
show. Yeah.
And yeah, that's very exciting. And
Good time.
what else? Yeah, just
This is
seeing
their
it.
first time playing Roo with Shantae.
I know, that's very special.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that.
That is
because
very
he wasn't
special.
here in.
He's the mastermind behind the band.
Okay. Chloe, about what you? It's been a while, Drew. I can't even talk. What about you? What are you looking forward to?
Chapel Roan
Of
is like
course.
my girl. I have a casual flex that I've been telling everyone that she was on my anticipated or like my mock booking for 23. So I've been like, this has been in the works.
You were at day one on
emotionally.
her. You were the first person I ever heard
Yeah.
say the words Chapel Roan.
Now you guys are ahead of the curve.
You were? What are you talking about? JB, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's my big one, but Josiah and the Bonnevilles too.
Yes,
I'm so excited.
yes.
JB, what about you? What's your number one?
There's so many. Because Chloe mentioned Chapel Roan, that's one. When she said that, I had learned about them from Chloe. They're fantastic. I'm so hyped for that show. The ones I'm really excited about, I'm really hyped for Liz McAlpine. I love her stuff. And want to give shout outs to T-Pain. That show's
Tylenol pain relief.
Tylenol pain relief. He's gonna ease everything and give good vibes. I've really gotten into David.
With the four.
With the four, his stuff is so cool. I love. He has that.
I'm leaving it all in, man.
He has a lot of great depressing music, which I love, like the sound of like have that slow surf rock depressing sound, and then he has Feel It with that he did for Invincible, which is just such a bop. I mean, if he can continue that direction and have something positive, he's got a long career ahead of him. I think he's only 19.
Really? I didn't know that.
What?
Wow.
Infant.
Yeah,
I
like
thought you
he's insanely good.
He's still in utero.
All right.
I thought you were going to say T-Pain. He's on down the road.
He's on down. Yeah. What's your number one, Evan?
My number one is probably Maggie Rogers, but this year I'm very excited to see everybody else be excited about everything else. Because I think there's a lot of passionate people about a lot of artists this year. So I'm really happy a lot of my friends are getting a lot of things that they deserve.
Well, guys, I think we're all clearly distracted. Me and Charlie's about to go find something to eat and go roam around, see what we can get into. We got to go see Corey and Boot Scootin' Boogie tonight over at the barn.
Let's have a happy Bonnaroo.
Happy Bonnaroo!
Okay, I'm here with
Sarah.
Okay, and Sarah is at Ricky's Tree. And can you tell us about why you had the tree planted for your dad?
Yeah, so I'm partnered with the Root for Roo program. They're also partnered with the Bonnaroo Works Fund, which helps get charitable donations to Bonnaroo, of course, which is great to keep the festival community driven. And my tree is dedicated to my dad here in Centeroo, Ricky, who in his retirement picked up DJing as a hobby. And we bonded so much over our love for music and always promised to make it to Roo together one day. He always helped me pack. This is my 9th Roo. My dad passed in 2020 and he didn't make it with me. So every year I have a spot that provides me shade. I get to meet people who are hanging out with their friends under it. I get to decorate it. And one special thing I like to do is on Father's Day, I leave a tag on the walls outside of Centeroo with the card that I write for him that says, "You would have loved Roo, Dad." And over the years, I've met so many people who either have fathers with strained relationships or ones they haven't talked to because they're, distant or grown or dead. And the community that's kind of driven around grief in a place that's so full of joy is really special. People are able to acknowledge that the human experience is really vast and we have room for all of it. We have room for the hard stuff and we have room for the good stuff too.
Now,
it's really special.
If someone wants to plant a tree with Root for Roo, how do they do that?
So Kelsey DeWald is my contact with Root for Roo. There's other great people working with the program. Mandy is one of the photographers that each year takes my group's picture with our tree. We can see how it grows. But you can reach out to Root for Roo. Just a Google search will hop you to their website and you can dedicate a tree with them. Your dedication is actually tax deductible because it goes to a charitable organization, which is just another reason to contribute and have a special memorial for your loved one, whether they're with you or whether they're not.
Oh my God, that's so amazing. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Welcome back, everybody. We are now on Friday. Is that what today is?
I think so.
I think so. All day, right? The days kind of meshed together once you've been here for a few days. So you heard her intro. So I'm going to kind of go around the room here and get you to hear the voices so you know whose voice it is. You know this one very well.
Hello, guys. No, it's Mitchell. Hi.
Yeah, it's Mitchell from Red Root. He is wearing a pin that says expert, so you know exactly what he is. Mitchell, how has it been for you so far?
It has been wunderbar. My favorite show so far was Say She She. That was a funky good time. Their melodies are excellent.
I like that one too. Next up, you've heard him a couple of times on here.
It's the real Mitch. No, it's Xander. No, I think my favorite show so far has probably been, honestly, just Jason Hoover, Cherub. It's hard to... I'm sure something will beat that by the end of the weekend, but we're only Friday morning here, so...
By the way, you and Maddie did a fantastic job putting that together Wednesday. A++, would party again. You killed it, my man.
The bands we booked all turned out well. I'll leave it at that.
All the Also, we've got one of our Totem Scholarship recipients here.
Hi, I'm Anthony.
Anthony, how's it been going so far?
Oh, it's been great. It's been the experience of a lifetime. The best performance so far, probably Neil Francis.
Yeah, dude.
He's changed my life. But yeah, it's been great. It's been me and my fanny pack against the world. And I'm loving it.
Well, fantastic. All right, Charlotte, we can hear her on the horn here, but we got some visitors in here today.
This is Sarah. It's my second Roo. Having a great time so far. Hi everybody, this is Allison. I'm just so happy to be here. Happy Roo.
We're happy to have you guys here. Now, what's been your favorite so far? What are you looking forward to?
Ooh. Yeah. So all of my acts, I don't know how to pronounce. I just listen to them. So I loved Jason's Status, I don't know. Royce and Murphy was great. And tonight, Karen Bin. Yeah, 3 for 3. I don't know how to pronounce, but I'm so pumped.
Now wait, Charlotte, you figured out how to pronounce this, right?
Krungbeen. Oh.
So,
it's Thai for airplane.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Krungbeen? Krungbeen.
Everything in Thai is like nasally.
Wow.
Wait, no, it's not German, Mitchell. It's Heimlich.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
I Googled it.
So I will cross-reference the What podcast because they were just here a few moments ago. So we talked about the beer exchange. So go listen to them to hear more about that from those boys and Kevin. But Mitchell, you were part of Red Root, your extended family. How'd that go over there today?
That went very well. I believe we gave away over like 400 or 500 beers. We had 2 kegs that we emptied out. Everybody came over. The beer exchange had a good show up. People just trickled in throughout the time and traded everything. I brought 48 beers, traded out, got a good haul. Had one, oh my goodness, I had one that had some delightful additives that was a sparkling water. It was pink lemonade, 30 milligrams of one, 60 milligrams of another, all in the same drink with 200 milligrams of L-theanine, and I can say that one over the years. Pardon?
Bud Light?
Oh, I not today, but I have had Bud Light this weekend.
Thank you, Mitchell. All right, that's going to be it for this segment because I'm going to be honest, we had to cut the air off to have good sound, and it is balls hot in here. So I think we're going to get ready and hit up M2 Mokhtar. I'm so excited.
What their favorite show is. Oh.
Favorite show.
Ooh, favorite show
so far.
Or who they're looking forward to.
Just talked about.
I'm looking forward to the air.
I'm looking forward to the air conditioner coming back on.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I think Krungbin, because we were just conspiring to meet up in the back of the pit. Yeah.
There you go.
That's tomorrow. But right now, for me, it's M2 Mokhtar. So I'm going to get ready. You ready, babe?
Ready, yeah.
Let's get going. Happy Room.
Happy Room. Okay, I'm here with the Bonnaroo of the year. Should I Eat at Festivals? Hi! Okay, Chloe, what are we going to go see?
We are going to go see Josiah and the Bonnevilles.
So tell me a little bit about Josiah and the Bonnevilles.
He's like very much like Americana singer-songwriter. He's pretty well known for his covers. I think his cover of Antihero by Taylor Swift went crazy. But he's just like very Americana, down to earth.
So Chloe, what's the best show you've seen so far?
T-Pain, no question.
Oh, that was so good.
The millennial in me, I think, died.
Same girl, same. Oh my God, it was so good.
So good.
Oh my God. So what are you looking forward to?
Super Jam tonight. I think my little emo heart will cry tears of joy.
Oh
yeah,
it's gonna be so good. I'm here with Charmel. How has your room been?
It's been beyond amazing. Honestly, top 5 best fucking Roos ever.
Who's the best band you've seen?
So T-Pain, hands fucking.
That's what everybody has been saying. Yes.
T-Pain,
All right.
amazing.
What about you, Christy?
I mean, T-Pain on the rail next to JB, like that was monumental. Weekend, loved it. Highlight. Oh my God! JB knew every T-Pain song ever, and I'm so happy I witnessed that.
Oh my God! Okay, I also got Jumps. What's the best you've seen?
Switch it up, Krungbin.
Oh,
Elbow
God, yeah.
melt, face melting, unbelievable.
Oh my God, Krugman was so good. I missed him.
Oh my! I was right behind Daniel. Me and Brandon were right behind Daniel and Andrew with Taylor to the right, and it was unbelievable. 2 rows behind the rail, unbelievable.
All right, Madison, what's the best band you've seen? Or best artist you've seen?
The Driver era so far.
Really?
They did a great set. It was wonderful.
I haven't heard anyone mention them.
There you go. Highly recommend. See them live.
That's so cool. Okay, awesome. Thank you. It is Saturday night / Sunday morning. I'm here with one of our Totem Scholarship winners, Anthony. Anthony, how has your first Bonnaroo been?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's been the experience of a lifetime so far. The people have been great. The shows have been really good.
I've also got Ariel here. Ariel, how's your first Bonnaroo been?
Oh, MJ. It's been amazing. Met a lot of cool people.
What's the best show you've seen?
Probably T-Pain.
Oh, God. That's what everybody has been saying.
Insane. It brought me back to my childhood. It danced my booty away, and it had so much fun. Met a lot of cool people.
Are you about to go in for Pretty Lights?
Yes, I'm very
Same.
scared if I make it there.
Oh,
I'm really
exactly. Okay, are you going back in, Anthony?
Yes, I'm going back in.
Same. All right, we're going to do it.
I got my hat on.
Y'all ready?
Oh, I was born ready,
All
Charlotte.
right, let's do this. All right, high five. Woo!
No, Andrew. Okay, we just left the Fred Again show. I've got Evan Bonnaroo here. They named this whole place after you.
I thought it was after Bonner from you too, but I'll take what I could get.
What? Oh, Bonnaroo? I saw about that.
Church boners?
I saw about that in the porta potty today. What was your favorite this weekend? You gotta think about it.
I don't know if I have a favorite yet.
Really?
I mean, that Fred Again, I'll just say off the top of my head, that Fred Again set was unique.
You don't
And
see EDM like that.
And he played to the crowd, and it was like, it was live. It was just
Oh, yeah, I
as
love
live
that.
as it
Watch
gets.
out, watch out. JB just ran
And you
into
have to
somebody.
really appreciate that, and he appreciated the Rue of it all.
Oh, yes. I think we impressed him. I think he was impressed with our crowd. Skylar, what was your favorite this weekend?
Ooh, I mean, Fred again is very fresh on the mind. It was incredible. Carly Rae Jepsen was just on one, and I'm so sad that she got interrupted, but she
The storm messed
came
that up.
back and made it work.
I was really hoping for that mosh pit.
We were about to open up that pit to Call Me Maybe, and it's a real
Open up
missed
the pit!
opportunity, so we're owed that.
Yeah, oh, so she's got to come back.
She's got to come in, absolutely.
She's got to come in.
She's going to enjoy
That
it.
sounds like a good threat.
I got some swords for her. We're going to
Oh,
cut to the
swords! JB, what about you? Tell me, just off the top of your head, your favorite.
My favorites, like my favorite set?
Yeah.
Man, this Fred again set was amazing, very unique. It was awesome. With that being said, I think I got to go T-Pain.
Yeah, you're his boy. Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, so that was.
You're the
just a
president
party.
of the pit.
Yeah, that was a party. The pit.
He was there. He was there.
Yeah.
What's your name, man?
I'm Trent.
Trent? Trent? How was that T-Pain thing?
Trip.
Oh, Trent?
Trip.
Trip. Oh, I'm so sorry, Trip. Trip.
T-Pain set was great, man. I'm from fucking Tallahassee. So.
Yeah, dude. Trip. I'm sorry. I went with 3 different names.
Yeah.
But yeah, JB, T-Pain saw your flag.
Yes.
What was it again?
So it was a flag of a Google search of T-Pain's real name, and the results that came up were Tylenol pain relief.
Of course, and he loved it.
He loved it. He ended up posting it on his Instagram story the next day. I was very surprised by
He's going to
that.
show up at your house now.
Yes, well, we're best friends now, so I hope so.
Andrew, what was your favorite?
I'd have to go by day. I'd say both Megan and Krungbin were better than the people that headlined on their respective days.
We're biased, though.
Not more, a little bit towards Krungman, maybe. I think Megan was
Let's go through here.
the best I saw today.
Megan?
Yeah. She had some sound issues, but other than that,
I missed that. I came in the second half. I didn't see it.
it was really solid. Really solid.
Good. I saw you booty slapping over there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's get back to. Oh wait, Anthony, what was your favorite?
I completed the pilgrimage to see Cage the Elephant.
Yeah.
It was a religious experience. 10 out of 10 would do again.
Okay. Well, okay. I knew that was going to be your number one. What was your number two?
My number two? Oh,
Yeah.
boy, that's a tough one. I don't want to say group love. That's another cliche answer.
I love that band.
They were really good. Today, though, Meg Thee Stallion was a big surprise. I really wasn't expecting her to pop off like she
throws
did.
a party.
She knows how to shake it.
Yeah, I noticed that too. All right, give me a happy Roo, guys.
Happy Roo!
Everyone, it's Sunday afternoon, 1 week later, and I feel like we needed that time to really get over the wolf flu.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been able to talk very clearly if we did this a day or two after we got back. I was kind of messed up.
No. I definitely would not have been able to. I had COVID, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Tested positive. I had a fever of about 103, 104.
She was bad. She didn't get out of the bed.
I had it bad.
You were like out for like 2 or 3 days straight. I was starting to get a little worried.
Yeah, I had to use Teladoc and actually get Paxlovid. So.
Oh gosh, but you're better now. You're back on your feet.
Doing significantly better than I was. Yes.
So I know a lot of Ruvians got it this year, or at least got some bad version of the Wook flu. It seemed like a lot was going around. Something got me for a few days there too. I thought my throat was sore because I was screaming like Fredward or Frederick for 2 hours straight when he was right in front of me. That was a fun time. But yeah, I think I'm better now. You're back on your feet. Everybody's good.
Yes, better now.
Man, I don't know if we really talked about that in the live clips that we just edited together, but my goodness, did that Post Malone show slap.
That was really good.
You know, we've seen him a number of times. We saw him at Voodoo Fest. We've seen him twice at Rue before. I can't remember now.
I think when we saw him at Voodoo, he was just popping off.
Yeah. Last time at Rue was pretty good. But this time, he really brought it with like the full band and the fireworks, and he just seemed much more confident now. That was
He seemed, I heard a lot of people saying that he looked a lot healthier.
Yeah, he did. I think I read something that he said that having a kid has been really good for him.
Right, and he cut back on his drinking a lot.
Well, not completely, because you saw him up there with that red Solo cup. He was egging us on and everything.
Oh, well, that's part of his, brand.
Oh, that's just Posty. That's how he does. But Charlotte, I didn't want to take super long on this little end cap that we're putting together because I feel like we covered just about everything when we were at Bonnaroo. I know in the past we had about 15 minutes worth, and then we talked for like an hour out here once we got home. But you did a great job recording a lot of good conversations with people. I really love the thing about Ricky's tree for obvious reasons.
That was my favorite, definitely. Yeah. And that was just a total coincidence. I happened to be sitting there with the Ricky totem. I had just gone to chill out. I think I was eating or something. I don't remember. And I just happened to be sitting there, and I overheard, "This is Ricky's tree."
Ricky's tree?
I was like, "Ricky's tree? Huh?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "My cat is named Ricky." And I showed him the Ricky totem, and the girl just happened to be decorating it at the time. And
that's so sweet.
Met her, and oh my God, she is amazing. And the fact that her dad just, picked up DJing in his retirement, it's just such
That's
an awesome,
so cool.
awesome story right there.
Ricky seemed to do very well at Rue.
Yes.
But yeah, I had heard that story before. That was so cool.
Yeah,
that
I
you
had never
got to talk
heard it.
with
I had never heard it, but and the dad, you would have loved Rue.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Man.
What a great story.
This was a really good Rue, and now that we're a week away from it, I think I can confidently say this was my favorite since 2016. This is probably, in my decade-plus experience at Rue, my third favorite that I have ever been to.
Your third favorite?
Yes.
This would be, well, number one is always your favorite.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's saying the Bible is your favorite book.
Well.
So I think this is my second favorite Rue.
Wow. Yeah, I can see why you would say that, though. It's just that undefinable thing that was in the air this year. There just seemed like to be a really, really, really good atmosphere, just really good vibes. Something was in the air. I don't know if you can really verbalize it when it's a really good year. Rue is never not great, like the What Podcast always says. But there's a few, every handful of years where you just know this is a special one. And this absolutely was one of them. And I feel like we can't just say that it was magic or undefinable because there was a lot that did really go well. I talked with Corey, I think like Thursday or whatever it was, the day where he was playing with Boot Scootin' Boogie Nights the first time out in Galactic Giddy Up.
And it was Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah. And he was telling me, like, dude, it's going so great. Like, load in, getting everybody in was so good. Nobody had to wait very long. All the logistic things inside Bonnaroo were going great. There were no issues. In years past, there's always some kind of flub up or something, But it seemed like for them, from what he was telling me, everything was going perfectly. And, there's a couple of little minor nitpicks, like a couple of shows were like 10 minutes late at that tent, for example. But that's no big deal. That just seems to happen every year, just a couple of times when things first start out. But, man, on their side, everything just went perfectly. On our side, on the fan side, everything was great. And I know some people had a couple of issues in different places, but it was nothing major like the porta potties exploding like they did in that one spot last year,
Even all the comments that we're seeing on Reddit, I mean, there's a few legitimate concerns on there, but for the most part, we're not seeing as much negativity as we've seen in the past. I mean, granted, there's always going to be people who just don't get it, who just are just complaining for the hell of complaining. And
that's always going to happen.
You learn to, as a customer service marketing person, you learn to ignore those type of things, but we're not seeing the negativity that we've seen in years past.
Yeah. This one was just really special. For me personally, I think I came in with a very good mindset. I didn't come in with a strict schedule. I didn't give myself like a million tasks like I did the past two Bonnaroos. I got to give big credit to Maddie and Andrew and a lot of the crew that put that Wednesday party together. Big shout out to Jason from Cherub who came down and DJ'd for us. And by the way, what kind of life am I living with one of my favorite musicians is now like a good friend? That's insane. I can't believe my life. Anyways, that was a great time, and I can't brag on the guys that put that together enough. I think they're going to make it bigger and better next year. They already have a special guest in mind that they're shooting for next year. I don't want to steal their thunder. I'll let them talk about that one of these days. But they did so well. Our totem class of 24 did amazing.
I cannot brag on Imani, Ariel, and Anthony enough. And Sammy, Chloe, and Shayna.
Yeah.
Just, they could not have picked.
Our whole board, man.
They could not have picked and interviewed better candidates.
Yeah. We're going to follow up with them later this week and be like, hey, did you have a good time? What did you learn? What could we do better and stuff like that? Because we want to do bigger and better next year, hopefully bring on a couple of other scholarship recipients.
Right, and we actually networked, a little bit at the festival, and I connected with this organization called Well Done, and it's basically Totem, but on a music industry level.
Rick Farman does it, right?
Yeah, he was one of the founders of it.
Yeah, and if you don't remember, he's one of the founders of Rue back in the day.
Right. And just such a super cool organization. It's basically Totem, but on an industry-wide level, like people that want to work, our kids, college students that want to work in the music industry.
Yeah, and I love that. We can coexist because they do it on an industry basis. We do it on a community kind of campground basis.
And that's what, we were me and the lady were talking about, and just super, super cool. So we have so many good ideas for Totem going forward.
Oh, yeah. And, this is a little bit of a different and special episode, so we didn't pull up the Patreon, but we'll get back to that next week. But I want to thank everybody who helped us make this happen.
Exactly.
Totem was a wild success this year. There's a couple of little things that we want to improve next year, specifically with the mentorship program. We learned a few small lessons, but for the most part, everything went fantastic.
And not to get too deep into it, but some of the Patreons made it out to the bus, and they were so incredibly kind.
Yes.
I cannot thank you enough. Austin, I don't know if we had met Austin before, but just the most amazing and kind human being I have ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Just so nice. And Casey and Keith came out, and it was so funny.
Yeah.
Casey and Keith, I had noticed that their names became the same on the Patreon list. Their last names became the same.
Yes! You didn't realize,
I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to assume. I was like, well, maybe they're brother and sister. I don't know. And they're like, no, we got married.
That's amazing.
Did you not notice? And I was like, yeah, I saw that.
I hung out with him later. I forgot to tell you about that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think we were, oh gosh. The weekend is a blur at this point since it's a week away, but we were waiting in line. I hung out with him, while we were waiting on the show.
But they were so nice. I think they were out there. I can't remember if it was for the Totem thing or if it was for the beer exchange, but they were out there.
There was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, they were out there and just so nice.
I don't know
all
about
of our
you.
Patreons are so nice.
We talked before we left, and I said that my biggest goal this year was to chill out more and spend more quality time with people.
We definitely did that.
I had one of the best Rues ever because I did that. Oh my gosh, I haven't had this much fun. I haven't had this much of a positive time at a Bonnaroo since 2016. And that was a different one because, it was lightly attended. And of course, it was that night with Tame Impala and LCD and all that. This may be the best Bonnaroo I have had in terms of just being a part of the community. It revitalized me. I feel so recharged. It's insane. Even though we were both down for the count being sick this past week, I still feel like that mentally, you know?
I think what truly helped was we changed our, we do a group camp every year, and we changed it from public to private this year.
Yeah.
And not that we were trying to leave anyone out. It wasn't that. But last year I spent the majority of my time worrying about the group.
Yeah, because we didn't know everybody.
About all 100 all 170 people. And, our group was so crazy last year, or so wild last year, I should say, that security got called on Tuesday.
Not on us, on somebody we didn't even know.
Someone in the group, and it was too much. It was just too much. And this year we knew 95% of the people in the group, and it was the most wonderful and amazing group of people that I've ever
if we start
done
listing
Bonnaroo
names,
with.
we'll leave somebody out.
Exactly.
But guys, I got to tell you, the future of Bonnaroo is in the group area. If you're going, if this was your first one and you're going back, or maybe you've just been a couple of times and just done regular bare bones GA, find a way to get in a group camp next year. That is where the party really is at. And I can see a future at Bonnaroo where it really grows. And the group area becomes more of a Burning Man type experience where people put on events, they get to know one another, they become regular neighbors year after year. I can't encourage you enough, if you haven't done a group, find a way to do that because your experience will be a million times better. You will have such a better Roo if you do it.
Yes, I absolutely agree. It's group at Bonnaroo is the most Burning Man experience that you'll have. If you don't want to go to Burning Man, if you're like, this is not for me, do group.
Yeah, just do that.
Just do that.
And maybe we shouldn't even compare it to Burning Man because the vibe is still very specifically Bonnaroo.
Well,
Yeah. That's something that you get out of your investment if you go to Roo year after year after year.
Right.
You will know all these people very well. That's one of the best things. I travel so much in my job these days, and most times there's Ruvian that I know in all these towns that I can go hang out with.
Exactly.
So when you come back year after year and you go to a place like Group, you're going to know a lot of these people and will be so happy to see them. You'll probably see them a couple of times throughout the year. It is the best thing. It is the best gift that this place, this community, this thing has given us and so many people. And this year felt like a renaissance, and I've got to credit Brad for that. You know, the guy that runs the festival. We talked to him on the show before.
Brad Parker.
Yeah, Brad Parker. It's been a long week. His last name escaped me for a second. I don't know why.
Oh, some random Brad.
Some rando.
Brad, our tax
Some
guy.
rando that runs the festival. Yeah.
Brad, our tax guy.
Yeah, he said that this was no, not that Brad. No, Bonnaroo Brad. He said that this felt kind of like a renaissance of Bonnaroo. And when he said that at first, I was like, huh, that's interesting that he would put it that way. But then I let it settle in, and I'm like, he's totally right. Because it feels like it's almost come out of the ashes now. It took 2 years after, the 2 years that we were away.
I agree, yeah.
But the vibe that was there this year, we haven't seen in some time. And again, you can't put it into words. And I've got to credit them because a lot of the things that they did in the background helped, promote that vibe. When everybody comes in quickly and you're not frustrated when you arrive, you get a good vibe, of course,
So I'm going to say two things,
Yeah.
and then we're going to wrap it up because we're almost at the 45-minute mark.
Well, that's okay.
So one thing, there was a post on Bonnaroo Social, and I think they had messed it up a little bit, and they said, "What are you drinking at Governor's Ball?" or something. I don't know. And it was obviously just a tiny mistake. Like, who cares? Like, I've done social media for the past, ever since social media was for businesses. Like, that's been my entire career. Like, shit happens. Like, and somebody on Reddit was like, "Oh my God, they suck." Oh, Jesus. Oh. Well, that person is not good vibes. The person that said they suck is just, no,
Yeah.
that's a bunch of crap. I could tell you, without Bonnaroo marketing, you wouldn't be having group camp. You wouldn't be having the events in group camp. You would not have that. You would not be able to do that without this present iteration of Bonnaroo marketing. You would not have events in group camp. I can tell you that matter-of-factly because we tried.
Yeah.
We tried previously.
Yeah.
And previous Bonnaroo marketing said, no.
Let me tell you, this current generation of Bonnaroo leadership is just absolutely killing it right now. Like, there's a couple of things that I think could use some small improvement from this year, but we'll wait till next week to talk about that because I want to keep the vibes positive this episode, But they are doing so much behind the scenes that most people don't even know about, and they do it because they care. They're not doing it because they have to. They're doing it because they have been a part of this party and still are when they're not working,
The things that they're doing behind the scenes that the regular general public doesn't know about is just so far and wide and beyond. It's just, it blows my mind. I mean, they're out there working sometimes 24/7 for you. And it's so fantastic. All right, we're almost at the 45-minute mark. So, Daniel, real quick, what was your top, I'm going to say your top 4 sets?
Top 4?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you 3 right now. So, in no particular order, Mdu Mokhtar, Pretty Lights on Thursday, and Krungbin. Why don't you tell me yours, and I'll get back with you on my 4th.
49 Winchester.
Yeah.
Crow Boys. Ash Nico, and Jason Isbell.
That's funny because those are 4 I didn't even go with you with too. That's okay. We've been married almost 20 years. We know where we're going.
Yeah, whatever.
My 4th is definitely Goth Babe. I don't know why I didn't think of that at first.
Yeah.
That was a fun time. Yeah. Last thing I want to talk about. We were talking about kind of like that revitalization of Rue. I want to tell you the biggest thing that I learned this year, and I talked about this one day at our group camp. When we started thinking about Totem, one reason that I wanted to put this together was that I wanted traditions to keep going, like the Bismarcky song, the Bees joke, like so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
This year, I learned that this next generation of Ruvians doesn't necessarily need us to pass everything on to them.
Right.
It's cool that they're coming up with their own things.
Exactly.
This is kind of their party now. Like, we're along for the ride, and it's our party too, but it's their turn to take the reins and decide what they want to do. So working with our 3 Totem scholarship recipients this year, I learned that it's up to them to decide what the traditions are going to be, how this community is going to go. And I am more faithful than ever that it's in very good hands. I met a lot of really young Ruvians this year that get it. The only thing that really, 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 really matters
is the community and the whole positive aspect. How you can go anywhere in Outeroo or Centeroo and anybody is instantly your best friends and you can hang out all day if you wanted to. That is the biggest tradition, and that is not going anywhere. And I love that so much. I just feel so recharged after this Roo, not just because we had a good time, but because the future looks very, 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 very bright right now.
Okay, we'll have the full recap episode out, I guess, next week.
Yeah, next Monday or Tuesday that will be out. There's a lot that we do want to dig into, but man, I wanted most of this to be live from Bonnaroo and just kind of like our initial thoughts about how everything went. And guys, this sounds really sappy, but I love you guys so much. And I don't mean that in like a, oh, we love you, good night kind of way, like at the end of the show. Like, I got to see literally everybody that I wanted to see. Well, almost. There's a couple of people that I missed. But guys, I love you. Like, this really recharged me. I am so thankful that God put this place and these people in mine and Charlotte's lives. It means the world to me. And this year, more than any recent year, reminded me of that. It is amazing. I'm recharged for like a long time now.
Okay, I echo Daniel's statements.
Thank you, babe. Guys, this was a really good one this year. And I think Roo learned a lot of lessons. We as a community learned a lot of lessons to make it even better next year. Next year in 2025 is going to be a really big one. Get started prepping for it now. Think about what you want to do either in the group that you're already in or in a new one that you want to be in. Because like I said, I think that's where the party is at and that's where Bonnaroo is really about to grow. But I'm just telling you guys, get ready. 2025 may be the best Bonnaroo ever, and we are going to make it that together. So until then, we'll be with you until then, a year from now. Get out there and radiate positivity. Love you guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye.